This is a video about how people are a bit odd. Now, most people before they get into being a landlord are kind of worried that tenants are going to be a nightmare. I am here, I promise you, despite this video, to tell you 99% of tenants are marvellous. Decent people that you get on well with, you can have a bit of a laugh and a joke with. You provide a great house, they provide rent. Simple. If things go wrong, they're kind enough to tell you, and if things go wrong, you're kind enough to sort it out. 1% of people. So I'm in Madison in America. I'm just going to the CrossFit Games. This is day 2 in the house, and I know that's very uncool. My kids will be cringing right now. And I just had Josh texting me to say that a tenant's gone on holiday and left their dog that they're not allowed to have, by the way, that we've only discovered they have got. Now these guys are kind of a little bit paranoid. They are moving out of the house, and Josh suspects that what they've done is leave this big, hairy, massive, angry, threatening dog in the house on its own in order that we can't get access to do viewings, because they move out, I think, on the 19th of this month, and we're doing viewings, and they hate having anybody in the house when they're not there. Well, either don't go on holiday, and certainly don't leave your dog. So they're not allowed to have dogs. We only just discovered this in the first place, and of course this is one of the reasons we realised that they've always been totally paranoid and not let us in the house unless they have attended. So Josh is the most, I don't know what the word is, easy to get along with person. And so he's like, hey, he's called the RSPCA because he's obviously quite concerned about the welfare of the dog. We had to get a gas certificate done for the 9th, so we had the guys go out a little bit early, and they couldn't get in because the dog was so aggressive. So Josh called the RSPCA, and they're going out to inspect, and hopefully they're going to look after the dog. But he thought, well, look, I get on well with everybody. I'll phone the tenant and say, hey, we've got real concerns about the safety of your dog. So have you got somewhere that you can place it, because A, it's threatening our team, and B, we've had to call the RSPCA. And the guy threatened to kill him, which is not funny. But because we've never had a tenant threaten to kill us before, and we've actually never had a dog before. We've had lots of cats. So basically, because we've done this like many times, we're not oh, look at this cute house. We're not particularly phrased by it. Josh and I have been texting each other going, aren't people just a bit weird? And Josh has texted back going, yeah, at least work's not boring. So now what's going to happen is he's going to write to the tenant, both on email and a formal letter. He's writing as if he's writing to a judge, so he's going to put an explanation of what happened at the top, and then he's going to tell them what his next steps are, and he's going to tell them what is acceptable, speaking nicely, what isn't acceptable, threatening to kill us, and he's also going to call the police just so it's lodged as a formal complaint, because that is a threat. No matter whether the guy lost his temper just being a douchebag or not, it's completely unacceptable behaviour. But what's not happening, because both Josh and I are quite experienced, is we're not losing our cool over it. In fact, I'm sort of giggling, because it's like, take a step back. Aren't people just a bit weird? Like, we're calling you about the welfare of your dog, and obviously the guy's freaked out because he's been caught, and you're threatening to kill us. You're just a bit nuts. So what to do is never get caught emotionally on the hook. So what I find is that 1% of people, what they want to do is have you step into their arena, which is, I gotta kill you. No. What I've taught my team, and what Josh now knows inside out, is step back into your arena. Our arena as landlords is the legal arena. Our arena as landlords is the calm, measured, quiet response. Our arena is not, oh my God, you just threatened to kill me. No, our arena is, I'm going to write to you as if I was laying out the facts to a judge, because I may have to one of these days. And do you know what's weird? Because we do everything calmly. Like, for example, if a tenant starts getting really stroppy with us and starts phoning up and being aggressive, we're just like, I'm really sorry, we can't take this phone call. Could you put it in writing? So it moves it from their arena, which is kind of what I call the EastEnders arena. And forgive me if you like EastEnders, but you know what I mean, that kind of like everything's done in the heat of the moment and people lose their temper, it's all very dramatic, back to our arena where everything's calm. Well, he probably needs a cup of tea, but everything's calm. So just, if you have any difficult tenants, don't accept being in their arena, because that's the arena they know, that's the arena they're very comfortable with, and that's the arena they're going to win, if you like, because they're playing it by their rules. Move it back to your arena, say, like, we need to put this in writing, explain to me what you're looking for, blah blah blah, everything needs to be done in writing. And because we've got a mobile phone with all our tenant numbers, if somebody's like lost the plot basically and going mental on the phone. We just don't need to answer. It's the joy of being run by a private business owner. You know, nobody, it's a bit like Dirty Dancing. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Nobody speaks to my team like that. Absolutely not. So there you go. The 1% make life interesting, if not smooth. But don't be worried. This is a tiny number. Almost all of them are fabulous.